There comes a time in every human life when the noise becomes unbearable. The endless search for something outside ourselves, the race for success, validation, and approval, it all becomes too much. We chase after what seems just beyond our reach, believing that fulfillment is a destination, that happiness is something we must earn. We find ourselves at the foot of countless mountains, believing that if we just climb high enough, if we just achieve enough, we will find the peace we've longed for. But in this relentless pursuit, we overlook the simple truth. That which we seek has always been within us. In the quiet of your soul, in the stillness that resides beneath the noise of your mind, there is a truth waiting to be remembered. You are not incomplete. You are not broken. You were born whole, born perfect, born a divine spark of the universe. You were born with everything you need to be at peace, to love freely, to live in harmony with all of existence. The idea that you are lacking, that you must somehow become something else to find fulfillment, is the greatest illusion. The soul does not seek outwardly. The soul does not strive. The soul is already at home in union with the divine, whole in its essence. What you are looking for, the love you crave, the peace you long for, the purpose you seek, it is not something you must find. It is something you must remember. It is something you must awaken to. The truth has always been inside of you, in the depth of your being. You are not lost. You are simply looking in the wrong places. Stop. Just for a moment, stop. Close your eyes and breathe. Breathe deeply, allowing each breath to pull you inward, away from the world of distractions and desires. Feel the rhythm of your heart, the pulse of life flowing through your veins. Let the stillness wash over you, and in that stillness, listen to the voice that has always been there, quiet and unwavering. This is the voice of your soul. It speaks not in words, but in feelings, in whispers, in intuition. It speaks of truth. You are not the roles you play. You are not your title, your job, your social standing. You are not the sum of your accomplishments or your failures. These are all simply labels, masks you wear for the world, but underneath it all, there is something eternal, something formless, something divine. You are not the ego. You are not the image you present to the world. You are the awareness behind the image, the consciousness that sees, that witnesses, that knows the truth beyond all appearances. When you awaken to this truth, when you begin to live from this place of deep inner knowing, the world no longer has the power to define you. You no longer need to prove your worth or seek approval from others. You no longer need to chase after what the world tells you will bring happiness, because you realize that true fulfillment comes from within. It comes from knowing that you are enough just as you are. You do not need to become anything else. You do not need to prove anything. You are already whole, already perfect, already loved. And when you live from this place, the world begins to reflect that truth back to you. There is a deep peace that comes when you stop searching for validation outside of yourself. This peace is not contingent on circumstances, not dependent on external events or outcomes. It is a peace that comes from remembering who you truly are, the divine spark within, the awareness that sees beyond the illusions of the world. It is a peace that comes from surrendering the need to control, from letting go of the fear that you are not enough. The truth is you are more than enough. You always have been. Imagine for a moment what it would be like to live without the constant pressure to become something else, to do more, to achieve more. Imagine waking up each day knowing that you are already whole, already worthy, already perfect. Imagine stepping into each moment with the full awareness that you are not separate from the divine, but that you are an expression of the divine, a living, breathing manifestation of the universe itself. There is no need to strive for love, for peace, for purpose, because all of these things reside within you, waiting to be uncovered, waiting to be lived. This is the awakening. This is the remembering. The journey is not one of becoming, but of unveiling. You do not need to become more spiritual, more enlightened, more anything. You simply need to remove the layers of illusion, the conditioning, the beliefs that have been placed upon you by the world. You need to return to the truth of who you are. You are already everything you seek. You are the love, the peace, the joy, the freedom. All of it is already inside you. The mind, in its constant quest for answers, will tell you that this is too simple. It will tell you that you need to work harder, to search more diligently, to fight for what you want. But the soul knows the truth. The soul knows that there is nothing to fight for, nothing to chase. There is only the quiet surrender to the truth within. There is only the remembering of the light that has always been there, waiting for you to see it. This is the great paradox of life. You are already whole, yet you must remember your wholeness. You are already perfect, yet you must uncover the perfection that lies within you. You are already love, yet you must allow that love to flow freely from you. The ego will tell you that you must do something to earn these things, that you must become something you are not. But the soul knows that there is nothing to earn, nothing to become. You are already everything. When you release the ego, when you let go of the need to control and manipulate, something miraculous happens. You begin to align with the flow of life. You begin to trust the wisdom of the universe, the wisdom that resides within you. You begin to move through life with grace, with ease, with an open heart. You no longer struggle against the current of life. You surrender to it. You allow it to carry you to places you never could have imagined. And in this surrender, you find freedom. You find a freedom that is not the absence of pain, but the presence of truth. A freedom that is not found in external circumstances, but in the deep knowing that you are already free. You are not bound by the past, by your mistakes, by your fears. You are not bound by the opinions of others, by the expectations of the world. You are free to be who you truly are, without apology, without limitation. And this freedom is the greatest gift you can give to yourself and to the world. As you begin to live from this place of inner truth, something beautiful happens. Your life begins to transform. You no longer chase after external goals. Instead, you begin to live in alignment with your soul's purpose. You no longer seek validation from the world. Instead, you radiate a quiet confidence that comes from knowing who you are. You no longer live in fear. Instead, you live in peace. And this peace is contagious. It spreads to everyone around you. It changes the world. You are not here to be perfect. You are not here to fit into a mold. You are here to be your true self, to express the unique essence of who you are. And when you do this, when you live authentically, you inspire others to do the same. The world does not need more people who are trying to be something they are not. The world needs people who are willing to be themselves, to show up as they are, with all their flaws and imperfections, knowing that they are already enough. The greatest gift you can give to the world is not your achievements, not your success, but your presence. Your presence, rooted in the truth of who you are, is the greatest gift you can offer. When you show up as your authentic self, you allow others to do the same. You create space for others to remember their own truth, their own light, and in this way the world begins to heal. You are not here to chase after something you do not have. You are here to remember what you already are. You are not here to become something else. You are here to uncover the light that has always been inside of you. And when you do, when you let that light shine, you become a beacon for others to follow. You become a source of love, of peace, of truth. And in that light, the world will see itself more clearly. So stop searching, dear one. Stop searching for something outside of you, because what you seek is already within. The light is already there, waiting to be recognized. The love is already there, waiting to be expressed. The peace is already there, waiting to be lived. You are already everything you seek. Let the light within you lead you. Let it guide you through the darkness. Let it illuminate your path, and let it shine for all to see. You are not lost. You are not incomplete. You are already whole. And as you remember this, as you step into the truth of who you are, you will find that the world becomes a reflection of your inner light. You are the light. You always have been. You always will be. Let that light shine. And as you begin to shine, something magical begins to happen. Your very presence begins to heal, not only yourself, but the world around you. The light within you does not simply exist to illuminate your own path. It exists to guide those who have forgotten their way. The beauty of this is simple yet profound. The more you allow your light to shine, the more you invite others to see the light within themselves. You are not here to save the world. You are here to remember the divinity within you, and by doing so, you become a beacon of hope for others who are on their own journey back to themselves. You see, there are no true separations in this universe. What you recognize in yourself is reflected in others. When you look into the eyes of another, you are seeing your own reflection, your own soul in its many forms. The love that you extend to the world is a mirror of the love that you have given to yourself. And when you begin to accept your own light, you begin to accept the world as it is too. No longer does the world appear as something to conquer, to change, or to fix. It simply is. And in this sacred acceptance, you will find your greatest peace. You are not here to force anything into being. You are here to allow the unfolding of your soul's true purpose. It is in the letting go that you find your deepest connection to Source. You are not in charge of this life, dear one. It is not yours to control. The world spins on its axis not by your command, but by the will of the divine. The river of life flows not by your effort, but by the eternal movement of the cosmos. And yet, you are part of that flow. You are not separate from it. You are the river. You are the stream. You are the ocean. The universe is not outside of you. It is within you, moving through you, pulsing in every heartbeat, in every breath. What does it mean to be connected to this vastness? It means to let go of the small self, the one who clings to time, to titles, to past and future. The small self believes it is separate from the whole. It believes it must strive, achieve, and acquire in order to be worthy. But this is the great illusion, the idea that we are separate from the whole. You, dear one, are not just a fragment. You are the entire vastness of the ocean, contained in a single drop. The more you align with the truth of your divine nature, the less you are burdened by the need to become something else. You are not here to be something more, you are here to be what you already are. Your true self is not something you must build or attain, it is something you must remember. And as you remember, the layers of illusion begin to fall away. The masks you've worn for so long slip off, one by one, until you are standing in the raw, unfiltered truth of who you are, divine, whole, and eternally enough. This remembrance is not a loud, dramatic event. It is a quiet revelation that occurs in the stillness of your being, in the soft spaces between your thoughts and the pauses between the breaths you take. It is a recognition, a gentle unfolding, a realization that what you have been searching for has always been here within you, always waiting for your return. And so I ask you now, dear one, to pause and reflect on this truth. You are enough right now. Not when you've achieved more, not when you've improved, not when you've earned more love or approval, but right now, you are worthy of love because you are love. You are worthy of peace because you are peace. You are worthy of joy because you are joy. The journey of life is not about chasing after these qualities as though they are things to be attained. They are not distant objects to be pursued. They are states of being waiting to be recognized within you. And when you stop chasing them, when you stop running from one thing to the next, you will find that they have been with you all along, quietly, waiting for you to open your heart to them. It is only the ego, the small self, that believes there is something outside of itself that it must achieve in order to feel whole. The soul knows that you are whole right now, just as you are. You are not a problem to be fixed. You are not a puzzle to be solved. You are a divine being, complete and perfect in your essence. And when you truly understand this, when you let this truth permeate your every cell, you will no longer be at war with yourself or the world. You will move through life with a sense of ease, a sense of grace. No longer will you be attached to outcomes, to possessions, to the need for external validation. You will stand firm in your truth, knowing that everything you seek is already within you, and from that place of deep inner knowing, you will begin to live with true freedom. True freedom is not the absence of struggle. It is the presence of truth, the truth that no matter what happens in the external world, your peace cannot be shaken. True freedom is the recognition that nothing outside of you can define your worth. Nothing outside of you can take away your inner peace. You are the master of your own inner world, and when you align with your true nature, no external force can disturb the harmony within. And this peace is not something you must wait for. It is already here, waiting for you to acknowledge it. It is in the very core of your being, waiting to be embraced. You need not wait for the world to change in order to experience peace. You simply need to change your perception. You simply need to remember the truth that has always been within you. When you begin to see life from this perspective, you no longer feel the need to control or manipulate the world around you. You simply allow life to unfold, trusting that the universe is always working in your favor, guiding you towards your highest good. And in this trust, in this surrender, you will find a joy that cannot be taken away, a joy that arises from deep within. It is not the absence of difficulty that brings joy. It is the presence of peace amidst the difficulty. It is the knowledge that no matter what challenges you face, your soul remains untouched by them. Your soul is eternal, unchanging, and free. And when you remember this, when you live from this place, you will find that even in the midst of life's trials, you are at peace, you are whole, you are enough. And so, my dear one, I invite you now to let go. Let go of the idea that you must become something more. Let go of the belief that you are not enough as you are. Let go of the need to control, to strive, to achieve. Simply be. Simply allow yourself to remember who you truly are. You are the light. You are the love. You are the peace. You are the divine expression of the universe walking this earth in human form. And when you remember this truth, when you step into the full awareness of your divine nature, everything begins to shift. Your life becomes a reflection of the light that shines within you. The world mirrors back the love that you have given yourself. And you begin to live a life of grace, of joy, of profound peace. You are not lost. You are not broken. You are not incomplete. You are divine. You are whole. You are already everything you seek. Let this truth fill your being and watch as your life transforms before your very eyes. Let the light within you lead you, and let it guide you to the place where you have always belonged, the place where peace resides, where love flows, where joy blooms eternal. And as you walk this path, know this: the world does not need you to be anything other than exactly what you are. The world does not need you to strive, to become, to achieve. The world needs you to be who you are, divine, whole, and unconditionally loved. And when you are fully in alignment with this truth, your light will shine brighter than you ever imagined, and the world will see itself through your eyes. You are already the light you seek. You always have been. Now it is time to let it shine. And as you let your light shine, you begin to notice something extraordinary happening. The world that once seemed so distant, so chaotic, begins to shift in response to your transformation. It's as if the very fabric of reality starts to align with the truth of your being. People begin to feel your peace, even if they cannot explain it. Your energy becomes contagious. Your calmness, your stillness, your very presence begins to radiate, effortlessly touching the hearts of those around you. And without trying, without effort, you become a mirror, a reflection of the very divinity that resides in everyone. You see, the world is not something external to you, not a distant place that you must navigate with caution and fear. The world is a reflection of your inner state. When you change within, when you recognize that you are not separate from the whole, the world begins to reflect that unity. And in that reflection, you see the truth of your oneness with all things, the beauty, the love, the grace of existence. It becomes clear that the world is not a place you must fight against, but a place that is here to support your awakening. As you continue to align with the light within, something even deeper begins to unfold within you. You start to realize that every experience you encounter is a mirror of your own consciousness. Every challenge, every joy, every loss, and every gain is a reflection of what is happening inside of you. The world is not something outside of you to be conquered. It is simply a reflection of the thoughts you hold, the beliefs you carry, the energy you emit. And this is where the power lies. When you align with your true self, you stop resisting the world. You stop trying to change it, to control it, or to manipulate it to fit your desires. You begin to see the world as a sacred canvas upon which your soul is painting the masterpiece of your life. Every brushstroke, every color, every shadow, and every light is a part of the divine design. Every moment, every interaction, every circumstance is not an accident, but a divine orchestration. And as you step into this awareness, you begin to see the beauty in everything, even in the places where others see only chaos or darkness. The truth is, the world will continue to be what it is. But you, dear one, you have the power to change your perception. You have the power to change the way you experience it. You can choose to see everything as a reflection of love, as a reminder of your oneness with the divine. You can choose to see every person as a mirror of yourself, every soul connected to you, each one a unique expression of the same source energy. And when you begin to see the world in this way, the world no longer feels like an enemy. It feels like a dance, a rhythm, a harmonious unfolding. It is said that life is a series of waves, rising and falling, ebbing and flowing. But the truth is, you are not the wave. You are the ocean. The wave comes and goes, but the ocean remains. And so too is your true nature. Your true nature is not bound by the rise and fall of external events. It is not shaken by the passing storms or the shifting tides. You are the vastness of the ocean, always present, always whole, always unchanging, even when the surface of your life seems turbulent. When you begin to live from this place of knowing, when you live from the awareness of your eternal, unshakable nature, you begin to move through life with an extraordinary peace. You no longer fear the storms. You no longer fear the waves. You know that they are but temporary phenomena. You know that they will pass. But you, the ocean, remain. And in this knowing, you begin to experience the magic of life. you begin to realize that life is not something to be endured, not something to be fought against. Life is a gift, a sacred dance that is meant to be lived fully and freely. You are not here to merely survive. You are here to live deeply, to live authentically, to live with joy, with love, with peace. Every breath you take is a reminder of your aliveness. Every step you take is an opportunity to honor the divine energy that moves through you. And as you move through life with this awareness, you begin to see that every moment is an invitation to experience the divine in its many forms. The sacred is not confined to temples or churches or sacred texts. The sacred is in every moment. It is in the way the sunlight dances on the leaves, in the way the wind caresses your skin, in the way your heart beats with life. The sacred is in the very breath you take, in the very body you inhabit, in the very soul that guides you. And so the path you walk, dear one, is not a path of striving or struggling. It is a path of surrender. It is a path of allowing the divine to move through you. It is a path of remembering who you truly are, the light, the love, the peace, the joy. And as you remember this truth, you begin to experience life as it was always meant to be, effortless, flowing, and filled with grace. When you let go of the need to control, when you release the illusion that you must fix yourself or fix the world, you open yourself to the miraculous flow of life. The universe will guide you to exactly where you need to be. You do not need to force anything. You do not need to chase anything. All you need to do is trust. Trust that life is unfolding perfectly, that every step you take is part of your divine journey. Trust that the light within you is guiding you, leading you, illuminating your path. And this trust, this surrender, this allowing is the key to living a life of true freedom. True freedom is not the absence of obstacles or challenges. True freedom is the ability to move through life with ease, with grace, with peace, no matter what comes your way. It is the ability to be present in every moment, to experience life fully without fear or hesitation. It is the ability to stand in your truth and let the world see you for who you truly are. In this space of freedom, you begin to realize that nothing is permanent, neither the joys nor the sorrows. Everything is a fleeting moment in the grand tapestry of existence. But you, the eternal you, are not bound by time. You are not bound by the past or the future. You are the timeless awareness that observes it all. You are the space in which life unfolds. And when you live from this awareness, you are free from the attachments that once held you captive. You are free from the fear that once clouded your vision. You are free to live in the present moment, to be fully alive, fully engaged in the dance of life. And this, dear one, is the greatest gift you can give to yourself. It is the greatest gift you can give to the world. When you live from the light within, when you let go of the need to become something more, you become a living example of peace, of love, of joy. And as you shine your light, you inspire others to do the same. You remind them that they too are whole, that they too are divine, that they too are enough. And in this way, you help to heal the world, not through your actions, but through your presence. So remember this, you are already whole, you are already enough. You are already the light you seek. There is nothing you need to become. There is nothing you need to achieve. You are already everything. And when you remember this truth, when you allow it to guide you, you will find that life becomes a beautiful, effortless unfolding, a sacred dance that is meant to be enjoyed, not endured. Let go of the need to chase. Let go of the need to prove. Let go of the belief that you are separate from the divine. You are not separate. You are the divine, walking this earth in human form. And when you align with this truth, everything in your life begins to align with it as well. The world becomes a reflection of the light within you. And as you shine your light, you help others to remember the light within themselves. You are already home. You are already whole. You are already free. And now it is time to step into the fullness of your being. It is time to let the light within you guide you. Let it lead you to places of peace, to places of love, to places of joy. Let it guide you to the life you were always meant to live. You are the light. You always have been. Now let it shine. And as you stand now in the fullness of your being, you begin to feel a quiet awe, the awe of realizing that you have always been exactly as you were meant to be. There is no need to search further. There is no need to seek validation, to chase after the fleeting desires that once seemed so important. You are no longer chasing because you know you were never lost. You are no longer striving because you realize that everything you've ever needed has been within you, patiently waiting for your remembrance. The world outside no longer holds the same power over you because you are no longer defined by its judgments, its expectations, or its illusions. You are free. Free from the need to become, free from the need to prove. The heaviness that once weighed upon you begins to dissolve, and in its place you feel a lightness, a profound lightness of being. You are no longer carrying the burden of who you think you should be. You are simply allowing yourself to be who you already are. There is no longer a war to fight, no longer a race to run. Life becomes, instead, a gentle unfolding, a graceful dance, in which you are both the dancer and the dance. There is no separation. There is no distance between you and the divine. The divine is you. The same breath that fills your lungs fills the stars. The same rhythm that moves your heart beats in the heart of the universe. You are an expression of it all, the mountains, the oceans, the winds, the skies. And as you recognize this, you find yourself sinking into the quiet reverence of this truth, knowing that there is nowhere to go, nothing to do. You are already everything. And in this peace, in this profound acceptance, you begin to see life through new eyes. The people you meet, the experiences you encounter, no longer feel like challenges or obstacles. They are all opportunities. Opportunities to witness the beauty of the divine unfolding in myriad ways. The people you meet are not strangers. They are reflections of your own soul. The world you experience is not a place you must change or fix. It is a mirror of your own consciousness. And as you change within, the world begins to reflect that change. And as you walk through this world, you will find that you no longer need to seek love, for love is already within you, flowing from your heart like a river. You no longer need to seek approval, for you have already approved of yourself. You no longer need to chase after peace, for peace has become your constant companion, always present, always available. You have come home to yourself, to the truth that has always been there. Beneath the noise, beneath the striving, you are enough. You always have been. The longing you once felt, the deep ache for something more, for something outside of you, begins to fade, replaced by a quiet knowing that everything you seek is already here. There is no gap between you and what you desire. There is no separation between your heart and the universe. The truth is, you are the universe expressing itself through human form. And as you begin to see yourself as the divine seeing through your eyes, you realize that every moment is sacred, every breath is holy, and every step is a prayer. You are no longer waiting for something outside of you to change. You are no longer hoping for a future event to bring you peace. You are no longer believing in the illusion of lack, for you know that abundance is your birthright, already present, already yours. You are not waiting for tomorrow. You are living fully in the now, in the moment that is all there is. And when you live in this state of awareness, life becomes effortless. You do not need to force anything to happen. You do not need to chase or manipulate. You simply allow. You allow yourself to be led by the wisdom that flows from your heart. You trust in the divine timing of life. You trust that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if your mind cannot always see the bigger picture. You trust in the process of life, knowing that it is not yours to control, but simply to flow with. And so, dear one, this is the invitation to stop searching, to stop striving, to stop waiting for some future moment to arrive. The invitation is to awaken to the truth that you are already home, that you are already whole. The invitation is to live in the fullness of who you are, to allow the light within you to shine, not because you have to, but because it is your natural state. You are not a separate entity. You are the wave in the ocean. You are the tree in the forest. You are not merely living in the world. You are the world experiencing itself through your eyes. There is no distance between you and all that is. You are one with the divine, and in this unity you find your greatest freedom. There is no need to search any longer, no need to keep seeking what is already yours. The love, the peace, the joy you desire are not things to be found. They are already within you, waiting to be recognized, waiting to be embraced. And when you embrace them, you will find that life becomes a beautiful expression of all that you already are. You are not lost. You are not broken. You are whole. You are divine. You are the light of the world, shining brightly, not for anyone else, but for yourself, because you are enough. You always have been. Let go then. Let go of the illusion of separation, the illusion of lack, the illusion that you must become something more. Let go of the struggle and surrender to the beauty of being exactly as you are. You are not here to perform. You are here to remember, and as you remember, everything falls into place. You are already the light you seek. You always have been. And now, It is time to let that light shine, not just for the world to see, but for you to finally recognize it within yourself. You are enough. You are everything you have ever sought. And in this knowing, you find peace, you find joy, you find love, and you find that all is well. In the stillness of this moment, allow yourself to pause, to simply breathe. For in the deepest breaths of silence, there is an awakening waiting to unfold. You have traveled far, reaching out into the world, searching, longing, questioning, striving. But what if, just for a moment, the very thing you are searching for is already within you? What if everything you have sought, every question you have asked, every answer you have yearned for is already here right now, hidden not in some faraway place, but in the sacred silence of your own being? There is a quiet voice within you, a whisper that carries the wisdom of the ages. It is the voice of the divine intelligence that breathes life into you, that causes your heart to beat in rhythm with the pulse of the universe. It speaks not in words, but in the stillness between your thoughts, in the quiet spaces of your mind, in the peace that emerges when you release the world outside and turn inward. You were never meant to search endlessly, never meant to strive or struggle. The truth you seek is not out there, it is already here within you, waiting for you to remember. This moment, this very breath, is sacred. It is the moment where all searching ceases. It is the moment where the mind quiets, where the restless thoughts fall away, and the soul recognizes its true nature. You are not separate from the divine. You are the divine, expressing itself in human form. You are the vessel through which the infinite flows. You are the light in the darkness, the stillness in the storm, the truth in the midst of illusion. There is nothing you need to become. You do not need to change, to fix, or to strive. You are already whole. You are already enough. The very essence of who you are is perfect, complete, and whole. You are the embodiment of divine wisdom, divine love, and divine peace. You are already the answer you seek. We spend so much of our lives searching for validation, seeking approval from the outside world, striving to prove our worth, and yet we forget the simple truth. We are enough. You are enough. The divine does not look for you to prove your worth. You were created in love, from love, and for love. The universe does not need you to be anything other than what you already are. It does not need you to be more successful, more beautiful, more accomplished, more anything. You were born complete. There is nothing more to prove. There is only the need to remember. The soul knows what the mind forgets. The soul knows the truth that the ego tries to obscure. The ego, that voice that tells you you are not enough, that you must strive harder, reach farther, become someone else, is not who you are. The ego is the mask you wear, the role you play, the illusion you have been conditioned to believe. But underneath the ego, underneath the roles, the titles, the labels, is the truth. And that truth is this: you are the divine, already whole, already perfect. When you sit in stillness, when you allow the mind to quiet and the body to relax, you begin to remember. You begin to feel the truth of your being. It is a truth that has always been there, just waiting for you to notice. It is the peace that remains when the noise of the world fades away. It is the love that is always present, even in the midst of pain and hardship. It is the wisdom that flows from the deepest part of you, guiding you, supporting you, leading you home. In the stillness, you begin to realize that there is nothing outside of you that can complete you. You have been taught that happiness, success, and fulfillment lie in the external world, that they are things you must chase, acquire, and achieve. But the truth is that all of these things are already within you. You do not need to chase happiness, for happiness is your natural state. You do not need to seek fulfillment, for fulfillment is already present in your soul. You do not need to prove your worth, for your worth is inherent in the very fact that you exist. What you seek is not something to be found, but something to be remembered. You are not here to search for meaning. You are here to remember the meaning that has always been within you. You are not here to seek love, for love is what you are. You are not here to chase peace, for peace is the essence of your being. You are not here to search for fulfillment, for fulfillment is the recognition that you are already whole. And so, in the quiet of this moment, allow yourself to rest in the truth of who you are. Release the need to search, to chase, to strive. Rest in the stillness. Rest in the knowledge that you are already complete, already enough, already whole. The path to peace, to fulfillment, to love is not a path that leads outside of you. It is a path that leads inward to the very core of your being where the divine resides. You are not the story you tell yourself. You are not the role you play. You are not the accomplishments you have achieved, nor the failures you have suffered. You are not the body you inhabit, nor the thoughts you think. You are the stillness behind it all. You are the awareness that witnesses the story, the role, the achievements, the failures, the body, and the thoughts. You are the formless presence that observes, the light that shines, the silence that holds everything. And when you awaken to this truth, when you realize that you are not the ego, but the divine presence that watches over it all, everything changes. The struggles you once faced, the burdens you once carried, the fears that once held you captive, these all lose their power over you. They no longer define you because you know who you truly are. You are the light, and the light cannot be dimmed. You are the peace, and peace cannot be shaken. You are the love, and love cannot be lost. In the stillness, you begin to feel the guidance that has always been there, gently leading you, supporting you, showing you the way. You are not alone. You are always guided, always supported by the divine intelligence that flows through you, that moves you, that shapes your world. Trust in this guidance. Trust in the wisdom of your soul. Trust that you are never alone, that you are always being guided home. You are the one who is guiding yourself, not through effort, not through force, but through surrender. When you stop striving and simply allow the divine to guide you, everything unfolds with ease. Life becomes a dance, a flow, a graceful unfolding of the divine plan that has always been in motion, that has always been within you. Let go of the need to control, let go of the need to force. Allow life to flow through you and trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You do not need to understand it all. You do not need to have all the answers. You only need to trust that the divine is always with you, guiding you, supporting you. Trust that the next step will be revealed in its own time. Trust that you are already exactly where you need to be. And when you trust, you begin to notice the miracles all around you. You begin to see the beauty in the ordinary. You begin to feel the love that surrounds you. You begin to hear the whispers of your soul guiding you toward your highest good. You begin to realize that you are never alone, that the universe is always conspiring in your favor, that every step you take is part of a divine plan that is unfolding perfectly. So, I invite you now to be still, to be quiet, to be present. In this moment, let go of all that you have been searching for, all that you have been striving toward. Allow yourself to rest in the truth that you are already whole. You are already enough. You are already the divine presence you have been seeking. Be still and know that you are guided. You are not lost. You are simply on the path of remembering. And as you remember, you awaken to the truth of who you are. And in that awakening, you are free. You are free to be exactly who you are, not who you were told to be. You are free to live from the truth of your soul, not from the expectations of the world. You are free to love without conditions, to live without fear, to create without limitations. You are free to be yourself, and in that freedom you will discover the peace, the love, and the joy that you have been seeking all along. You are already whole. You are already enough. You are already guided. And in this truth, you are free. There is a quiet knowing that resides deep within you, a knowing that transcends the chatter of the mind and the noise of the world. It is the knowing that has always been with you, waiting patiently for you to recognize it. You may have spent your life searching for this truth, looking for it in external sources, in other people, in accomplishments, in possessions, in status, in approval. But now, in this sacred moment, you are invited to return inward, to listen to that still, small voice that whispers, you are already whole. You are already enough. You are already the divine expressing itself in human form. This voice has been speaking to you all along, but the world is loud, and your mind often drowns out its whispers with worry, fear, and the constant striving for more. Yet, in the silence of the present moment, in the stillness where time ceases to exist and the noise of the world fades into the background, this voice can be heard clearly. It is the voice of your soul, reminding you that there is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to become, nothing you need to fix. The truth is, you are not here to become anything other than what you already are. In the great flow of life, there is nothing you need to chase. There is no destination to reach, no prize to claim. The moment you stop running, the moment you stop striving, you allow life to flow through you with ease. You are no longer forcing, no longer pushing. You are simply allowing the universe to work through you, trusting that everything you need is already here within you, ready to be revealed. Think of the trees that grow without effort. They do not strain to reach the sky. They do not fight the winds or the rains. They simply grow naturally, effortlessly, rooted deeply in the earth. They know who they are. They know their place in the world. They do not ask for permission. They do not need validation. They are simply being, and in their being, they are fulfilling their purpose. You too are like that tree. You are rooted in the divine, growing naturally, unfolding in the perfect rhythm of the universe. You do not need to fight for your place in this world. You do not need to prove your worth. You are already here, and your presence is enough. When you stop searching outside of yourself for the answers, you begin to listen to the wisdom that is already within you. You begin to trust your intuition, your inner knowing, the guidance that rises from deep within your soul. The truth is, you have always known the way. You have always known who you are and what you are meant to do. You have simply forgotten, lost in the noise of the world, distracted by the endless demands of the ego. But now, in this moment, you are being called to remember. Remember the truth of who you are. Remember the peace that has always been within you. Remember the love that has always been your essence. You do not need to chase happiness. You do not need to look for peace. You do not need to search for love. These things are not external to you. They are not found in the world around you. They are found within. Happiness is not a goal to be achieved. It is a state of being to be recognized. Peace is not something that comes and goes with circumstances. It is the stillness that resides at the center of your being, untouched by the chaos of the world. Love is not something you find in another person. It is the essence of your being, the force that connects you to everything and everyone. And when you begin to recognize that you are already enough, that you are already whole, you no longer feel the need to search. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself, to gain approval, to collect accomplishments or possessions. You begin to live from a place of inner peace, of deep knowing, of unconditional love. You begin to create not from a place of lack, but from a place of abundance, not from a place of fear, but from a place of trust. This is the great paradox of life, that when you stop searching for what you already have, when you stop chasing what you already are, everything begins to unfold effortlessly. Opportunities come to you not because you are striving for them, but because you are aligned with your true self. Love comes to you not because you are seeking it, but because you are living in the frequency of love. Peace comes to you not because you are trying to find it, but because you are at peace with who you are. You do not need to change who you are to become more. You need only to remember who you have always been. You are not a work in progress. You are not a project to be fixed. You are a divine being, whole and complete, exactly as you are. There's nothing you need to add. There's nothing you need to take away. The divine already resides within you. It is not something you need to search for. It is already here, waiting to be recognized, waiting to be acknowledged. And when you begin to remember this truth, when you begin to align yourself with your divine essence, you begin to experience life differently. You begin to see the beauty in the ordinary. You begin to feel the peace in the present moment. You begin to notice the love that is everywhere and everything and everyone. You begin to realize that the world is not something to conquer, but something to appreciate. You begin to walk through life with grace, with ease, with a deep sense of inner knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. This is the gift of stillness. When you stop running, when you stop searching, you begin to recognize that you have never been lost. You have always been where you are meant to be. The journey is not about becoming something more. It is about remembering what you already are. It is about returning to the truth of who you are, divine, whole, and complete. And as you remember, you begin to feel a deep sense of peace that comes from knowing that all is well. You no longer feel the need to control. You no longer feel the need to manipulate or force things to happen. You trust that life is unfolding perfectly, and you allow yourself to flow with it. You are not separate from life. You are life itself, unfolding, expanding, growing in the divine rhythm of the universe. So take a moment now and simply breathe. Let go of the need to chase, to strive, to search. Allow yourself to rest in the stillness, knowing that you are already whole, already enough, already complete. Allow the truth of who you are to rise up within you, to fill you with peace, with love, with grace. And as you sit in this stillness, you will begin to feel the gentle guidance that has always been with you, leading you forward, showing you the way. You are already guided. You are already whole. You are already the divine in human form. And in this truth, you are free. Free to be who you are. Free to live in alignment with your soul. Free to walk through life with peace, with love, with joy. You are not on a journey to become more. You are on a journey to remember who you have always been. And in this remembrance, you are free. Free to be still. free to know that you are already guided, free to know that you are already enough. In the stillness, you begin to understand that life is not something to be controlled or managed, but something to be surrendered to. The very act of surrender is not weakness, it is the deepest form of strength. It is the realization that you do not have to fight against life, you do not have to wrestle with the universe in order to make it bend to your will. The truth is, when you stop fighting, when you stop resisting, life begins to flow effortlessly. The river of life does not struggle to move, it simply moves, and so it is with you. When you let go of the illusion of control, you return to the natural rhythm that has always been within you. This surrender is not a resignation. It is not a giving up. No, it is the opposite. It is a trusting, a knowing that you are part of something much larger than yourself. You are a thread woven into the infinite tapestry of existence. The moment you release the need to control the outcome, the moment you stop trying to fit your life into a predetermined mold, you allow the divine intelligence that orchestrates the cosmos to guide you. It is the most sacred act of faith. Faith not in the outcome, but faith in the unfolding. It is a recognition that all you need to do is show up. Life will do the rest. The ego tells you that you must control, that you must plan, that you must force things into place. The ego thrives on the illusion of separation, the belief that you are separate from the flow, separate from the divine. But in truth, there is no separation. There never has been. The same life force that beats your heart, that breathes through your lungs, is the same life force that moves the stars, that grows the trees, that causes the waves to rise and fall. You are not an isolated being. You are an expression of the divine, part of the grand design of the universe. And just as the ocean does not worry about the tides, you need not worry about the outcome. Your only role is to align with the truth that is already present within you. This alignment, this surrender, is the key to your inner freedom. It is the moment you stop looking outside of yourself for answers, for validation, for fulfillment. It is the moment you realize that all you need is already here within you, waiting to be recognized. The love, the peace, the joy you have been seeking in the world are not outside of you, they are within you, dormant and ready to be awakened. The universe is not something you need to search for, it is something you are. When you begin to live from this place, everything shifts. The way you see the world changes, the way you see yourself changes. You begin to recognize that every encounter, every experience is an invitation to align further with the truth of your being. The world becomes not something to fight against, but something to dance with. You are no longer driven by fear, by the desire for approval, by the need to prove your worth. You are simply being in full alignment with the rhythm of the universe. And when you align with that rhythm, everything you need, everything you desire comes to you effortlessly. You are not here to chase. You are here to be. The world has told you that your worth is based on what you achieve, on what you possess, on what others think of you. But this is not the truth. Your worth is intrinsic, born with you, unwavering, and eternal. When you remember this truth, when you align with your divine essence, the need to chase fades away. You no longer seek approval from the outside world because you have already given yourself permission to be whole. You no longer look for validation in accomplishments or possessions because you know that your true worth cannot be measured by such fleeting things. When you walk through life knowing that you are enough just as you are, a shift occurs. You no longer feel the need to compare, to compete, to prove yourself. You no longer feel the weight of the world pressing down on you, pushing you to be something more than you already are. You begin to live from a place of abundance, of peace, of love. You begin to radiate these qualities, not because you are trying to impress others, but because you are in alignment with your true self. And when you radiate this energy, the world responds. You attract the people, the opportunities, the experiences that are in harmony with who you are. You no longer chase, you allow. This is the miracle of alignment. The more you align with the truth of who you are, the more the world aligns with you. This is not about forcing outcomes, but about trusting the divine flow. This is not about struggling to create a life that fits your desires. It is about allowing your desires to be fulfilled through the natural order of the universe. When you trust in the unfolding, you no longer need to worry about the details. You trust that everything will fall into place exactly as it is meant to because you are in harmony with the universe. There is a profound peace that comes with this realization, a peace that is not dependent on circumstances, a peace that does not come and go with the changing tides of the world. This peace is unshakable because it comes from within. It is the peace that arises when you stop fighting against life, when you stop struggling to control the future, when you stop resisting the present moment. It is the peace that arises when you surrender to the flow of life, when you trust that everything is unfolding perfectly, exactly as it should. And this peace is not just for you. As you align with your true self, as you rest in the knowing that you are already whole, already enough, you become a beacon of light for others. Your peace becomes their peace. Your love becomes their love. Your presence becomes a reminder of the divine truth that resides within them as well. You become a living expression of the sacred, and in doing so, you inspire others to remember their own divinity. This is the gift of living in alignment. It is not just about your own peace, your own fulfillment, your own joy. It is about the ripple effect that your inner alignment creates in the world. When you live from the truth of who you are, you become a source of light for others to follow. You become a mirror for others to see their own divine reflection. You become a reminder that they too are whole, are enough, are already perfect just as they are. You are not here to save the world. You are here to remember who you are, to align with your divine essence, and to share that alignment with the world. When you do this, you create a space for others to remember too. You become a conduit for divine love, peace, and wisdom to flow into the world, not through force, not through struggle, but through surrender. And so, my dear friend, I invite you to continue this journey of alignment. It is not a destination to be reached, but a state of being to be recognized. It is not something to achieve, but something to allow. The more you align with the truth of who you are, the more you will experience the beauty, the peace, the love, and the abundance that the universe has always intended for you. It is all here, already, waiting for you to remember. And so, as you walk through your life, remember this: you are already enough, you are already whole, you are already the divine, expressing itself in human form. Trust in the unfolding. Surrender to the flow. And know that as you align with your true self, everything you need, everything you desire will come to you effortlessly. You are not alone. You are not lost. You are already guided. Always have been, always will be. And now, in the quiet of your soul, let it sink in that you are already home. You have always been home. The seeking, the searching, the yearning, it was never about finding something outside of you. It was always about returning to the truth that was already there, hidden beneath the layers of ego, beneath the false stories you've been told, beneath the illusions of time and space. You are the home you've been looking for. Like the ocean waves that kiss the shore, gently and effortlessly, you are returning to your essence. No more fighting, no more searching, no more seeking approval or recognition. No more striving for perfection. You are not lost. You are not broken. You are not separate from the love you seek, from the peace you long for, from the abundance that is your birthright. All of it is already here. You have always been complete. When you release the need to control, when you stop chasing, something extraordinary happens. The universe begins to breathe with you. The wind sings its song through your soul. The sun rises not to mark the start of your day, but to remind you that you are the light. The trees do not stand still, they sway with the dance of life, teaching you that movement is not about effort, but about trust. And so you move with the dance, with the rhythm, with the divine unfolding that has always been moving through you, whether you knew it or not. In this sacred dance, you no longer need to grasp or clutch. You can release the weight of your burdens, the weight of your fears, your doubts, your worries. They were never yours to carry. They were just shadows of the mind, passing clouds in the vastness of the sky. You are the sky, not the weather. You are the stillness, not the storm. And when you stop identifying with the storm, you reclaim the vastness of your being. You remember that you are not what you have been told you are. You are not your body, your job, your past, or your achievements. You are the infinite presence behind it all, the consciousness that observes, the light that shines through the darkness. And so you become the lighthouse. You stop searching for the shore because you realize the shore is always with you, inside you, shining from the core of your being. The light you sought to find in others, the peace you looked for in the world is already alive in you. It has always been there. It is the heartbeat of the universe, the pulse of life itself. And when you remember this, when you awaken to this truth, you no longer seek validation from the world. You simply express who you are, freely, openly, without need for approval, without desire for recognition. You become the expression of the divine love that has always been present within you. When you allow yourself to rest in this truth, you begin to see the world through new eyes. You no longer see it as something to conquer, to possess, to control. You see it as a reflection of your own heart, a canvas upon which you are free to create, to love, to express. And in this creation, in this expression, you find peace, for you know that you are not separate from the world. You are the world. You are the sky, the earth, the stars. You are the breath of life, moving, flowing, unfolding in perfect harmony. And as you move through the world with this awareness, you begin to understand that everything you have ever longed for, everything you have ever dreamed of is already within you. You do not need to chase it. You do not need to seek it. You only need to allow it to emerge from within, to rise to the surface of your being, to radiate outward. You are not here to prove anything. You are here to remember. You are here to remember that you are divine, that you are love, that you are peace. When you remember this, everything changes. Your relationships change. You no longer seek to change others, to mold them into the image of your desires. Instead, you see them as they are, in their wholeness, in their divinity, and you love them as they are because you have learned to love yourself. You no longer seek approval or validation because you realize that you are already enough, just as you are. And in this realization, you become free, free to live, free to love, free to create. There is nothing you need to do to become whole because you already are. You do not need to wait for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, the perfect circumstances. They are already here inside of you. The peace you seek is already here. The love you seek is already here. The joy you seek is already here. You need only to quiet the noise, to still the mind, to let go of the false stories you've been told and simply listen. Listen to the truth that is speaking to you in every moment. Listen to the love that is within you, waiting to be recognized. And so, in this moment, I invite you to let go. Let go of the past. Let go of the need to become. Let go of the illusion that you are anything less than whole, less than perfect, less than divine. You are already complete. You are already enough. You are already the love you seek, the peace you long for, the light you have been searching for. And as you rest in this truth, you will begin to feel a deep peace, a peace that comes not from external circumstances, but from the recognition of who you truly are. You will begin to feel a deep love, a love that comes not from another person, but from the remembrance of your own divine essence. You will begin to feel a deep joy, a joy that comes not from achieving, but from simply being. And in this peace, in this love, in this joy, you will begin to create a life that reflects the truth of who you are. So rest now in this truth. Rest in the stillness. Rest in the knowing that you are enough, you are whole, you are divine. And as you rest in this truth, you will begin to see the world transform. You will begin to see the beauty in every moment, the love in every encounter, the peace in every breath. And in this transformation, you will remember who you truly are, and the world will remember too. You are not here to seek, you are here to remember. And in that remembering, you are free. You are free to be who you have always been. You are free to be the love that you are. You are free to live a life of peace, of joy, of purpose, because you have remembered that you are the source of all that you seek. And in this remembrance, you will find everything you have been searching for, because it was never lost. It was always here within you, waiting for you to remember. And so, as you walk through the world, know this: you are already whole. You are already enough. You are already the divine in human form. You do not need to search. You do not need to prove. You do not need to strive. You are already it. And in this knowing, you are free, free to live, free to love, free to be.